You're listening to Mark of the Maker. Hey everybody, you're listening to Mark of the Maker, and I'm Mark Steiner, and this is apparently episode 37. This is going to be kind of a fun one, just a topical little ramble episode on a time-relevant topic here. Sean, you want to share with the kids at home what the name of episode 37 is?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Whoa.
Everywhere I go.
Like, no shit. Grocery store, post office.
Well, I mean, I live outside Aberdeen, so it's the fucking dollar store. That's all we got.
Well, there you go. Even at the dollar store, it looks a lot like
does.
Christmas.
The seasonals are up, and it's very festive.
Very festive. We got a whole shitload of snow a little while ago, and it definitely feels like Christmas here.
Just got cold.
Same here. It's cold.
Yeah.
So you guys got your Christmas trees up?
No,
Sort of.
that's a negatory.
Not just no, hell no, said Sean.
Oh, no, I'm not Scroogey like that. I'm just lazy like this.
Right. Tom, when did you put your tree up?
We put it up before Halloween this year.
Why?
Last year,
Yeah, that's bizarre to me.
well, last year we bought a artificial tree with lights and everything on it, which
Yeah.
I gotta admit, pretty sweet.
It's baller.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and so my wife was like, "Let's put up a fall tree."
Oh.
So it's all decorated for fall.
That's trickery.
It's got it's got clear lights on it.
Yeah.
And
Like
I'm
Orange
like,
and red and yellow leaves.
Yep, exactly. It's got a raccoon in it.
No,
I'm
that's
surprised
got a.
Craziness.
Okay, now I know you. Does this have a real raccoon in it?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's not real.
It's like, coons, possums. I don't know, man.
I was going to say it should have a possum in it.
I agree.
Dang it, Tom, this missed opportunity.
Yeah, I want to turn the colored lights on because you can like switch through it.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can't turn those on until later because that would make it a Christmas tree. There's a lot of rules.
Yeah,
There's a lot of rules.
you might want to file a protest, man. Ask for a review of the situation.
Get the box out and see if it says fall tree or Christmas tree.
Yeah, which is it, girl?
Now, man, how schwanky a tree is this? Because I saw some advertise that like they just got a Model T type hand crank at the bottom, and you start turning that, and all the shit pops out on it, and it's good to go.
No, it's pretty sweet. I waited until after Christmas and bought it, and it's it's like 7-8 foot tree with like tons of LED lights on it. It's nice. I like it. We've always done a real tree before this, and man, I started really worrying about the fire hazard part, and they're a pain in the ass to clean up. So I was like voting for this hard.
Yeah.
Nice.
We just had to get another one. We had a fake one before, but we had to get a new one because the lights were just a pain. But
The LEDs are awesome.
yeah, so we got the new one in, but then we're like, well, we don't want to wait too long, so we put it up downstairs. So she's gonna like fluff it out and get ready, and we'll just like haul it upstairs when it's ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Birch had the same experience I did. We bought an artificial tree years and years ago that was pre-lit like that. All the lights were wired to it, but they were those old like micro incandescent lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like what comes in a mini mag or something. They're little teeny things. And it was great for like 2 or 3 years. And then after that, it inevitably had some kind of short, or it was supposed to be a thing where you could have like a bulb missing and it would still work, but it just was absolutely a fiasco. So every year I'm sitting there with a voltmeter, like pinning out sections of wire of all these damn lights. We ended up restringing it with we did all kinds of crazy shit. So it was like, okay, I'm finally done with this. We're throwing this out. So we ended up getting like Tom's talking about, an LED tree. I think that's what you have too, right, Michael?
Oh yeah. It's fancy. You could change the colors too.
Oh, really?
It's so nice. They
Oh,
blink
yeah.
different, all sorts of stuff.
See, we're a no blinky light family. No color lights either, just white. Steady
Whoa.
white.
Seizure
What?
problems? I get it. I get it.
Birch is subtly accusing me of being a racist or something. That's
I
what he's
think
got going on
so.
over there.
Your tree at least is.
No festive colored lights?
No, we don't do colored lights.
Huh.
No green, no red, no blue, no nothing. No flashing.
That's probably a fall tree.
Yeah, you don't have apparently you got a fall tree.
Damn it, I was duped.
Man, I'd take that back.
It's very pretty, but all right. So I blame Tom for this episode. Tom and pre-Halloween Christmas guy for this episode. So Tom, why don't you explain to folks what this episode is about? What are we going to do in this episode?
Basically, we all decided to pick a few different gifts for each other, and so they don't have to be knives. They just thoughtful gifts in the EDC community, basically. And what we elected to do was a stocking stuffer, and then a production type gift and a custom gift. And so we picked one for everybody. So this should be a lot of fun.
Right.
Now, I say we picked one. I might have picked a few more than one, but just in case we need them.
Filthy cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny because I think at least once, maybe twice or three times, as we were laying out how exactly is this episode going to work again, the question came up, we're not actually buying these, are we? No, we're not buying these gifts. At least I'm not planning to.
Fake like our trees.
Just hypothetical.
Yeah, it's just a fun thing. What would you get? What would you get for your bud if you had to get something from this category? And in some of these answers, you are incredibly wealthy.
In most.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So how do we want to start this? We're gonna do Tom first, and we're gonna do the stocking stuffer category. And I think when we talk about laying out these topical episodes, we always have a rule conversation. Like, what are the rules? How is this going to work exactly? And so this stocking stuffer catalog is an item under $50, and it doesn't have to be a knife. It could be a knife, or it could be something else altogether. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So Tom's stocking stuffer. Who wants to go first? Michael?
Me. Now, what is the rule like if you're bad, you got coal in your stocking, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Allows Tom, but if you're good, you get something good. So depending on how Tom was this year, if he was bad, I'm going to fill it with pack of wood.
Yeah.
He's like, you're a sucker.
What color? The charcoal color?
Oh, no.
Well, they only come in every color on the spectrum. I mean, that's
The answer to your question,
in one
Tom,
piece.
of what color is all.
Oh,
I like that. I can work with that.
I'm sure you could.
I had various Pack-A-Wood items on my candidate list of picks for Tom, all throughout, top to bottom, custom to stocking stuffer. I have to admit.
Nice. Well, if he was good, though, since they like to hit Florida quite a bit, I got him a Spyderco Ladybug Hawks bill.
Nice.
And
nice.
8 in H1, so you can tuck it in your little, your little Speedo
waistband.
and
Yeah.
swim around.
In his Speedo.
I like that.
That's no Florida trip I want to be on, pal.
Sign me up.
What? Come on, man.
Sean's down. I'm out. I like that.
Very cool. Thank you.
That's a cool little knife.
Yeah, I think those are fun little things, and I think Tom and I are on that same page. I bet you guys are too. Like when you're swimming or whatever, or go to the ocean or something, you just tuck a little pocket knife on the inside of your waistband.
Yep. Because
Oh, yeah.
fishing line,
Mhm.
monofilament, man, it'll mess you up.
Yeah.
It's one of those places where you wouldn't think you would ever need a knife at the beach, but I always end up needing a pocket knife at the beach. There's inevitably something that's got to happen, like some containers got to get opened, or you know what I mean. Some
Mhm.
goofy thing
Yep.
fucks up with your beach umbrella. Who knows, right? All kinds of goofy stuff can happen.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Michael has good picks. I like those. Those are good. I picked for Tom for the stocking stuffer item. It's right at the threshold. I know he likes flashlights, and I've recommended this one before. So this is the problem with picking for Tom. Tom is a gadget man who lives on a mountain of steel. So it's entirely possible, maybe even likely, that we pick something that Tom already has. So I picked for Tom an MSR D4S flashlight, which is a little quad LED flashlight that's super duper bright. It's got like a ramp dimming thing where you hold the button down and it ramps up and down from burn your retinas to barely lit at all. And I have a couple of them. We keep them around the house. They're super, super handy.
How do you spell that?
Oh, very cool.
EMISAR.
Oh, MSR, just like it said. D4.
Yep. D4S. They're pretty cool. There's a couple versions of it out there. There's only a couple places that sell them, but this is the under 50 category, right? You get a badass little flashlight. This thing's the bang for the buck champ. That's what I always tell people. They're like, oh, I want to buy a cool flashlight. What should I buy? I'm like, are you buying a flashlight to be cool, or you just want a most badass flashlight for the money? Because in my opinion, that's the guy.
Dude, I love Mountain Electronics too. They've got so many cool lights.
They definitely do, yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Theoretically, thank you.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Hey, you never know.
I might have to get one for myself. I've been looking for some new flashlights around the house.
I might
grab and go.
Are you being nice, or are you just actually not sure?
Yeah, I've got one. They're really cool.
Damn it! You sunk my battleship already.
That's a wicked cool light. I actually really like the light. It's very thoughtful. Thank you.
Thank you for getting him something he already had.
Yeah, exactly. They're pretty cool because they have like two different battery tubes and stuff. And you can get them that take the big like C-cell size little ticking time bomb lithium-ion batteries. They're pretty sweet.
Well, yeah, and the price point is, you really should have one. They're a kick-ass little light.
Yeah, for banging around, you can't lose with that one.
Great light.
All right, Sean, what's your pick for Tom for the stocking stuffer category?
I'm going to stuff $50 worth of Tech Locks into a sock for him.
Yeah. I like it. That's something I use a lot of.
Well, man, the thing is, most people don't know this. I used to get all my Tech Locks from Tom, so him actually getting some Tech Locks from me would be a real change up. So
there you go.
Yeah, you haven't got any in a while. You still using them?
Dude, if I was making fixed blades, I would be, but I ain't made a fixie in 8 years.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Why not? I saw you just water jet some parts out.
Oh, well, okay. Now, I have made some of the little Kiridashis, but those don't count. I'm not putting any handles or anything on those. Those are skeletonized, and plus they're too small for a Tech Lock. I can't even fit a small Tech Lock on that sheath.
Your customers have had a drought, man.
Indeed.
We got to get you making a few.
Actually, I intend to. I got plans.
Yes.
See, you've been talking about plans for a while for that.
Oh, it's coming together slowly but surely. Actually, the little neck knives are a step in the right direction with that.
Yeah.
Nice. What steel were those? Just curious. I'm guessing 3V, but
3V, and then I got a bar of Z-Tough, and I got 4 cut out of that bar of Z-Tough, so I can play around with those and see what that stuff's bringing to the table.
That'd be fun.
Interesting. I don't know about that. I'll have to look it up.
Man, it's from the folks who do the Z series steels, and from what I was told, it was developed by the same dude who developed 3V, and it's supposed to be a lot like 3V, just a little bit tougher.
Are you talking about Chip Z'Nuff?
No, that's Enough's Enough,
Oh,
and we
sorry.
could have gone a long time without talking about those guys.
I'm sorry. When I see Z-Tough, that's all I can think.
And now I actually know the name of one of the fucking songs they released, and now I feel bad about myself.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about, so...
Dude, there was a shitty cock rock band called Enough Z-Nuff. That's ENUFF ZNUFF.
Yeah.
And
Double
they were
apostrophe.
thoroughly fucking horrible.
Now listen, I don't buy for a second from watching Tom's Facebook group. I don't buy for a second that he missed any hair metal band. I don't buy it.
I was a little surprised.
I did though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
I would recommend you don't.
It will be on tomorrow's morning post.
I'm curious now.
Metal Z-Tough, developed by metallurgist Chip Z'Nuff, aka lead singer for Enough Is Enough.
Actually, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole a little bit because I want to find out about the development of 3V.
Yeah. Get Chip on the horn.
Oh, dude, you're killing it if we try to interview the dude. Come on.
Sorry, Chip.
Did you find a
All right.
song, Tom, or am I going to have to send you this video I just found?
Oh, the video is required. Oh, the video is required for Enough Is Enough.
Oh, dude.
Z-Tough.
And this video is thoroughly awful.
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah, I didn't look right now, but if they got it on Apple Music, I'll check it out.
Oh, I guarantee you they do.
So a sock full of tech locks. I love that. After Bob Part 2 and Tom professing his unrequited love for the tech lock, that is poetic.
I love it.
Man, they are handy. And when they come along, it was just the right product at the right damn time.
Yeah, it was pretty genius.
Tom gonna get that sock full of tech locks and be like,
Dude, Tech Locks and Packawood,
you know I love you, baby.
I'm good.
He talking straight Barry White on that bag of sock of tech locks. Okay, so the next one up is Michael. Stocking stuffers for Michael.
Better be good, boys.
Well, I got a good one for you.
Go for it.
Sweet.
All right, so always encouraging what I've seen lately. You're wanting to build some hidden tang or some fixed blades, and I figure you're doing a few hidden tang knives, and so my stocking stuffer for you, which costs a little bit more than the $50, but not much.
Boo.
It's a John Perry handle brooch. So
Nice.
They're beautifully done, and it would allow you to much more easily clean out that hole in the handle for your hidden tangs.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I've got a handle brooch, one of the Uncle Al ones, but I've seen some of those Perry ones.
Yeah. These are very nice. I didn't know Uncle Al even made one, so that's cool.
I don't know who makes them for him. They're pretty rudimentary. They're not more of your...
John Perry's been making these for a while. They've got walnut handles. They're just a beautiful tool, and they work.
Yeah, they look really
good.
cool. They look real cool.
Oh, so it's a hand brooch?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you would use a press to force it through and actually broach it out.
No, they're actually designed as a pull brooch. So you put a 3/16 inch hole or 1/8 inch hole or whatever, and then these slide down, and they're about 5 inches long, so they'll slide quite a ways, and then you just pull, and they're sharp, man. They'll make a rectangular hole no time at all.
So it expands in the bore, Tom? Is that the idea? It's promoted or something?
No.
Well, the brooch itself expands as you use it.
No, not
it's
these.
Tapered.
These are just...
Not these?
No, I'll send a picture. These are just basically like a little cutters on the end. You stick it in and pull back and just kind of saw it out. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But the one I have is very utilitarian. It's not pretty. I looked at those and I was like, ooh. But the one I have is 3/16 too. I need a thinner one.
Okay, I've seen those. I didn't know that's what those were.
Well, thank you, Tom, for
Nice.
thinking of that, because that is the big pain
Yeah.
of those things.
Yeah, they're really nice. I've got 1/8 inch and 3/16, and dude, they're a beautiful tool, and they work as good as they look, maybe even better.
Well, I found out a lot about the wah handle type stuff when I was making that kitchen knife, about how they used a dowel rod and stuff to stabilize. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
They do what?
They use a dowel rod, because you're, trying to find something to drill like an 1/8 inch or something thinner when you're using like this, 0.09 type of thick material. It's not very practical to try to drill holes and slot into a piece of wood, that thin. So they would go with like your 3/16 or your 1/4 inch hole, but then they'd use a dowel rod, slot that, put the tang in that so you don't wobble it back and forth, so it's still snug in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had no idea till went down a little rabbit hole of those hidden tang type of knives.
I just sent a picture to our group that you guys can check out, and I'll post that when this.
Ooh, jazzy.
Yeah, those are real.
They're really nice.
Really nicely done. Artfully done, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Birch had to throw in there. Yeah, I mean, I already have one.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's not
Different
like
one.
that though. I mean, come on.
Now it really feels like Christmas.
You get something you've already got,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. When you get dissed in the process.
I got excited too. Didn't realize I'm not actually getting it.
Right.
Sorry. All right. So my stocking stuffer for Birch, because I know he has a long running fondness for the Swiss Army knife.
Oh yeah.
So I got him a Swiss Army Tinker Warthog, which has like a World War II fighter kind of scheme on it.
Really?
Yep. They call it the Tink. Isn't your favorite the Tinker or the Super Tinker?
The Super Tinker.
Oh, that's boss. That looks cool.
So this is called a Deluxe Tinker. So it's got like it's got scissors and it's got pliers. They got a skinny one too, like a narrow one, but I knew you'd like this one.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool.
That's
Isn't that
pretty
cool?
Yeah.
I figured, hey, between the nose art graphic thing going and the fact that he likes Swiss Army, can't lose.
Yeah, I still say the Super Tinker is the best Christmas toy opening knife out there. It's got everything you need to get stuff done on Christmas.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, thanks,
Do
man.
the whole thing,
Yeah.
including the pliers.
You guys seen that guy on Instagram that does a bunch of Swiss Army mods? Does like
There's a few guys that do that.
Oh, yeah.
what?
Yeah.
One guy even does like a little pocket that comes out of the handle that holds like the toothpick and all this stuff in it. Like pretty elaborate types of stuff.
I've seen that.
Like a little coffin that slides in there or something?
It like pops out. It's got a like spring loaded, kind of pops in, slides out, and it holds.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Wow, that is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought a couple times about getting one of those customized Swiss Army knives because you could get whatever combo of tools in it that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some that have very cool finishes on them. So
Yeah, I've looked at a couple of those before. I'll send you the one I'm talking about because he does some pretty cool work.
I had a couple done, and then they started making the one that I had built. It's kind of crazy. Well, I love the Alox, and they never had scissors on them, and now they're making one with scissors. So I'd had a couple built with scissors, and the scissors didn't ever work for crap on them. Now I've got the factory ones, and they're great.
I love their
Right,
scissors,
right.
man.
Yeah.
So
they are super handy and they're surprisingly sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right, Sean, what's your stocking stuffer pick for Birch?
I'm going to give him a Lansky butcher steel so he can maintain all the cutlery in his home.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
This is actually a gift I tend to give to family.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Very
I like
nice.
butcher steels, man, and I miss using them. I'd like to find like a antique one though. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah. Now, the one I keep in the shop's antique, but the one I have in the house next to the stove is the Lansky, and it's tough to beat. It really is.
holds up just like the old ones does. They're dead.
Man, right now, of the butcher steels I've tried on the market, it is hands down the best, easily.
Yeah, you've talked about
Very cool.
butcher steels before, and I think that's a very underrated sharpening piece that a lot of people just kind of overlook nowadays.
It's misunderstood. Soon as they started loading them up with diamond and put the abrasive on them, it's no longer a butcher steel. And then people are like, well, I've got a diamond butcher steel. And I'm like, no, you got a diamond sharpening rod. That's not a fucking butcher
Right,
steel.
right.
Have you seen the ones like I've got a couple that are from I think Buck or Schrade, but they used to make them and they were like a pry tool for splitting the pelvis, and the edge they had the lines like on a butcher steel, so you could clean up your edge when you're skinning.
Makes sense.
I've
Nice.
never seen
Have
that.
you seen
No.
those? I've got a couple of them somewhere. I'll try to find them and put pictures up. They're really cool and they work great.
Huh. Now
Sean, your steel thing came from your dad, right? Didn't you talk about that in an earlier episode that your dad always sharpened with a steel?
No, actually, he picked it up from me.
Oh, okay.
Now ours
Very cool.
Ours was smooth. We had the smooth butcher steel, but we were also
Now, my antique one is smooth.
yeah. But it makes sense. I mean,
But
they were made to do like the more Green River, very soft, 1050 steel type of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it was always smooth.
Oh, really? You think?
Yeah.
I can see vague striations running the length of it.
I
Oh,
love that.
no, ours was smooth from the get go. It was because there's two versions they made back in the
Huh.
day.
Wow.
Now, I've actually been thinking about making a couple steels in class. I mean, it wouldn't be anything to get some W2 drill rod and put a little bit of taper to it and harden it up real good and make a nice handle for it.
Shit, it'd be an excuse to mess
Pretty
around on the lathe with some cool stuff.
Well, and
Yeah.
you could make like pocket ones. Put a point on it. You got a shiv and you could steal
And-
stuff too.
And touch up your knife. Well, thanks, man. I'm stealing that.
That's a good idea for you,
That's his
I'll
Christmas
sell
gift.
you one for half price when I make them.
There you go.
right?
Just to show my gratitude.
But no, that is a solid idea.
You could put 3 flutes on it because you could still use that could be
Use the
pretty cool.
edges, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's not my idea anymore, so I'm not doing it. You go ahead and make your goddamn cool butcher steels, okay?
Damn it, Tom.
I'm giving it to you. How about that? I'm giving the modification to you.
I like.
Thank you.
I like
Thank
how we think someone's not going to make this way before we are after the podcast comes out.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Well, that way we can at least buy one since we're not ever going to have time to make one.
Yeah.
Tom with those bright ideas.
Mhm.
He's a sharp one.
Shoot.
All right. So this feels weird to say, but next on the list is Mark.
Ooh.
I like to speak in first person too.
I guess I get to go first then. So I'm going to post a little picture up in our group here. And Mark, I know you're into watches big time. I also kind of like watches a little bit. And I'm going to give you a couple of the Watch Steward bands. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh,
They're
I've
really
seen something like that before.
Yeah, I picked up a few of these and they're super comfortable. They're elastic and let your watch sit real low profile. I really like them. I've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them on different watches.
Nice. So they're actually stretchy.
Yeah, they have a little bit of stretch to them. They got tie hardware. I think they look pretty good. And
Yeah, they look sharp.
I've been real happy with the ones I've
Yeah,
had.
hell yeah.
So,
That's a solid looking strap.
Did you say they're stretchy?
So how does that work, Tom?
so basically, let's see. If you click on that link, there's a how does it work, and it basically goes. You put it on there, and you pull it down, and your wrist goes between the watch and the band, and then it hooks down below. You can adjust the length.
Huh.
They're really comfortable and they're really well built. Packaging is nice. Everything's nice. I like them.
Is it hard at all to let them
Very
ride
cool.
kind of loose?
No, that's how I ride mine. I don't use any of the stretch at all.
Yeah, I'd say I don't like. I like it feels like tight and like I was wearing sweatpants on my arms.
Yeah,
It's called a sweatshirt, man.
I can't stand that at all. and so I've got it riding. It's not tight at all.
That's very nice, Tom. Thank you. That's good. That's a good tip too. I know I've seen straps like that. Maybe I'm thinking of who's the other one that people really like? I know Justin likes these.
Yeah,
too.
there's one that
There's a
they're
seems
using
an
like
email name or something.
yeah,
Erica or something.
yeah. It's very similar. I think she started using like vintage parachute webbing
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
that was
That's
stretchy.
cool.
Yeah, these have a really cool look and they're readily available. The other ones weren't readily available. I don't think you had to order them and they made them.
Yeah, exactly. There was like a waiting thing or something, or
didn't-
turnaround time or something.
And I didn't really understand the sizing. So yeah, kind of This was pretty straightforward. I bought one, liked it, and bought a couple more.
Very nice. Well, thank you, Tom. That's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
All right, so I think Michael's up.
I'm just going to get you a nice little pocket knife. CRKT Ken Onion Hootenanny.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
very cool.
It's a cool shape. I like that style. I think it'd be a good little knife. I kind of want one for myself.
Is it one of the speed safe opening kind of things?
No, it's just a sort of a straight Ken Onion design knife, but very clean. And not one of the field strip ones either.
Awesome.
I can send you a link here.
Always can use a cool little pocket knife.
Well, for $44 you can.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely tell that's Ken's design, right? It says Ken Onion.
Yeah, but it's almost kind of like an older school type of Ken Onion looking knife, which I like quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I dig that knife.
Oh, I like the line on their on their website too. On the lake or on the town, it's ready to go.
Oh, yeah. That's Mark Steiner all day long.
Too funny. Well, very cool, Michael. I like that a lot. That's very nice. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, Sean, I think you're next.
All right. Well, once again, this is a gift I give a lot because I think it's a solid gift. I give you a Tough Glide Armorers pack.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're going to take care of your gear, it's what I use. It's never let me down in like 15 years since I started using Century's products. And I'm a firm believer, and I give it to the people that I know enjoy their gear and want to keep it in good shape.
Right. So what exactly comes in the pack? What's the Armorer's pack is like? You can do gun stuff and knife stuff, all kinds of different things, or what's the idea?
Let's see. I think you get a Tough Cloth, some Tough Glide in a needle applicator bottle, some high slip grease, and some of the dry powder lube, I believe.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
It's
pretty complete.
What's the dry powder lube for? Is that more of a lock type of thing?
Dude, I don't know. We always used like the dry powder lubes when we were bow hunting on bowstrings to quieten them down. And that's all I've ever really used it for. Well, and I know some friends who use it on their guitar necks and stuff.
It's good to put in like a door lock too. Like, you know how when your key gets sticky going in and out sometimes?
Yeah, I know they use like graphite powder and other like dry powder for key locks. That's about all I knew it was for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the bowstring stuff.
I thought sometimes guys used dry lube like that, even on like a bolt, like an AR bolt.
Yeah, you're supposed to run an AR fairly dry. I could really see that.
Well, very cool. That's an awesome gift all around, like you said, Sean. That's good for anybody, right? It's like useful and protective and on everything else.
That's kind of how we do stocking stuffers in our family. We try to do stuff that's practical but cool.
Yeah, that's a good one. That'd be a good one to give to a lot of
yeah, I like it.
Your outdoor type of gun and knife buddies.
It's good for fishing reels too.
Oh yeah, there you go. With tradition stuff with Christmas stockings, I'll have to ask my mom where this came from, but we always had an orange in the toe of our Christmas stocking. I have no idea why.
Wasn't there like a Christmas story where the dude wanted an orange or something? It seems like.
I don't know.
For his mom. His mom was sick and he wanted an orange for his mom.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Huh.
Seems
well,
like
I'll have to ask her where
as a traditional story.
Where that tradition comes from. We do it to this day with my kids just because it was always there when I was growing up. So we do the same thing, but I'll have to ask her why exactly. That's
all right. So here's the roots of it.
I'd want one of those chocolate oranges in mine, just FYI.
So I got this little snippet off of a cooking website, The Kitchen. And it says, St. Nicholas traveled to the house and tossed 3 sacks of gold down the chimney for each of the dowries. The gold happened to land in each of the girls' stockings, which were hanging by the fire to dry. The oranges we received today are a symbol of the gold that was left in the stockings.
Really?
That's what it say.
Interesting.
Check that out. I had no idea.
Since I'm probably getting coal and chocolate's kind of dark, I think that probably... I mean, that's legit, right?
Maybe so. My mom actually listens to the show, so Mom, there you go. If you didn't know, then that's where that comes from. I bet she might know that actually. I don't know. Maybe it's a tradition that got handed down to her.
Hi, Mrs. Steiner.
Now I want to cuss less.
I thought that for a second, but I was like, we're too far in to stop now, man.
Yeah, then you got over it fast.
I'm sorry.
Funny how that works out, right?
Yeah, exactly. Very cool. Awesome stocking stuffers all around. Do we get all the way to the end? No. We got to do Sean still?
Yeah, we got to do Sean's.
It's okay. You don't got to.
Oh yeah, we do.
You don't guys got to get me. You don't got to get me nothing.
I don't deserve
Freaking
it.
orange. All right, Tom, what you got for Sean for his stocking stuffer?
So I picked something for Sean that another tool. It's a very useful tool. I use something very similar in my shop. I've had it for 15 or 20 years. It's a Starrett. It's a 4-inch double square. It's the Starrett 13A. I love these things. I've been using one of these for a long time. I'll send you a link, an Amazon link. And, since you're doing the machining school and every knife maker should have one anyways, they're just a cute little baby square. And Starrett is always a good tool to have.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac.
Yeah.
Cadillac of tools.
They make a fancier one, but this was the closest to the price cap. I still went over, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, very nice.
Close enough. And it's for me, so it makes sense.
That's exactly what I thought.
But no, I dig that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very nice. I'd have to look and see. I might have my dad's double square. He might still have it too. I guess I don't really know. But man, that thing has been around the block, so it might not be readable who made it, but it looks just like that. That's very cool.
Yeah, I love the little 3 and 4 inch ones. They're really cool.
Yeah, super handy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I took a cue from Sean. I colored up slightly outside the lines on his stocking stuffer, and my stocking stuffer to Sean is a gift in action, and that is I am driving to Aberdeen, and I'm going to pick him up, and I'm going to deliver him to the Tom Crine School for kids who want to knife good and do other stuff good too.
Yeah. So it's like I got a gift too.
We all got a gift. Sean got a ride to Tom's place.
Gentry.
Chauffeured, as it were.
Chauffeured.
That's your stocking stuffer?
Yeah.
Damn. I wish I would have went before you.
Sorry.
Who cares about the $50 cap?
Yeah, there you go.
It's a weekend.
Well, it's gas money. That's what I figured. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably in the ballpark of gas money down to Tom's.
Sure.
If I bring something fun, it might take a little more, but
yeah, probably close.
you take something with the engine in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get there quick.
Yes, real quick. All right, Michael. Follow that, sucker. What's your
That was actually
what's your stocking stuffer for Sean?
That was actually from both of us. He didn't say it, but his I wrote my name on the card too. No, you had talked about we talked about the Crawford knives before, about some of the old school kind of utilitarian, interesting designs he's done and stuff. And this is kind of one that I always thought was a cool knife, but never picked up myself. Was the CRKT one that they did was the Crawford Offbeat lockback. Do you know the one I'm talking about? Had kind of the funky skeletonized lockback system.
Sounds
Once you'll as soon as you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty quintessential Crawford.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know that one. Didn't AG do some of those too?
I know they did that
Is
style
it
for sure.
A one-hander?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it had to be under 50, so you got the CRKT version.
Hey, it works for me, man. I like CRKTs.
I wasn't about to cheat for you, pal.
When I worked for AG Russell, that was part of what I did. I fit the locks on those.
Check that out.
I fit hundreds of locks on those.
Yeah, I always thought that was a pretty cool looking design and just a neat little opening and closing system.
Yeah.
The lock on those.
It is. And I mean, it's simplicity.
What's the model called again? A Crawford what?
Offbeat.
offbeat.
Very cool.
Yeah. Esoteric choice. I appreciate
Nice
that.
choice. Nice choice.
There you go.
When I was a kid, I actually found a version of that type of lock that was nothing but wire. It was a thick gauge wire that went around to create the handle and the lock.
Really?
And
That's on a Schrade.
but it wasn't a Schrade,
It was
though.
Schrade.
It was much older than that. And I can't, for the life of me, I don't know where it went to. And I didn't sell any of these little knives when I was a kid, but I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find an image of it either.
That's one of those things where Google is an amazing tool as long as you ask the right question. But sometimes it's harder than you think to come up with the right question.
Yeah. Google doesn't do well when I'm trying to think of a song and I'm like, what's that one song? You know. and that's all I know. You know.
By those guys that played that show for the thing.
Yeah. From 1980 to 2005, somewhere in there.
Right. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a Schrade?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to send you some pictures.
Yeah. Send me a picture. I had all my old research books and stuff back then. Never found it there either. It was a strange one. It was production, you can tell, but it wasn't.
You didn't ask the right person. Hang on. Coming through.
Well, it's probably like 10, so no.
Man, old Andrew Riley's going to have to come out of retirement, and this is probably causing pain in his show notes brain with this show.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, close. The same design, different shape, but same.
Oh, yeah, I've seen one of those
Same
before.
idea.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I had one of those. That idea, and we'll have to show pictures, obviously, once we get this thing up there of what we're talking about here. But yeah, I thought that was such a simplistic but yet cool idea, and it's been rattling around in my head for a long time ever since.
That is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool little knives.
All right. Well, I think it's time to move to the next level, which is production knives. So
This
Or production.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
no, that's a fair point.
Things.
Production
Yeah.
things.
This is when our parents make us eat breakfast. They're like, all right, you open your stockings. We got to eat breakfast.
Yeah. You got to sleep in.
I think there's going to be some pretty cool production shit that we talk about. So this isn't breakfast. This is maybe dessert after breakfast.
Yeah, but they used to make you wait. You know, you're all excited. You're like, nope, can't rush it. Christmas is going to have to last. Going to have to last 5 hours.
Yeah.
We were always kind of bad parents because we were nurses. So one of us almost always had to work Christmas. So our kids got to open their presents like the day before every year. I don't think we've ever opened presents on Christmas.
You know, we do the same thing. We do it Christmas Eve in the evening. So we go to Christmas Eve service and then do the whole Christmas thing after, and then have some food, and then everybody goes to bed real late, and then they sleep a good chunk Christmas Day.
Oh, wow. That used
That's what we do.
Christmas
That's how we used
every
to
year.
do it.
used to be the time that we would actually get to rent movies. You know, we had a lot of chores and a lot of, we did a lot of working when I was growing up, but that was like the one day that we got to rent like a bunch of movies and rent our VCR and all that stuff and just watch crappy movies all day. It was great.
Kids are like, what do you mean rent movies? Is that like streaming?
Yeah. Rent VCR too.
Rent the VCR.
I was going to say rent the
Rented
VCR. I worked at a video place in high school, and that was still in the time when you could rent a VCR, and there was a section of the store that was VHS, and then there was a section of the store that was a Beta. So you could get a Beta machine if you wanted, Sony Betamax, and then you could, in a smaller section of the store, because there weren't that many titles on it, but there was Laserdisc, and we rented Laserdisc machines.
Whoa.
I've watched movies on all three.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was weird. It was like working at a pawn shop. You're handing these these devices across the counter, and it was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Beta thing is crazy. It was way better than VHS.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Anyways, yeah. Poor marketing.
Yeah, that was definitely a great case study. VHS versus Beta. All right, so we're moved to production. So production knives, same kind of thing. We're going to go around and talk about a production knife that we'd buy for one another. And Birch, you're up first, and this is your production knife for Tom.
This has been tough because I'm just afraid he's going to have everything that I say.
It's guaranteed.
But I thought he said he didn't have a double bit axe. And I don't know if that's true or not. So I thought maybe a Grange for Brock double bit would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I don't have one of those.
Score!
Do you have one of Liam's double bit?
Yeah,
Yeah. Doesn't count.
I have 3.
Oh,
Nice.
But I really like the Granfors Brooks ones, so I don't have one of those. Really cool.
Have you ever used one for throwing?
No, mine aren't throwing, so that's what
They
seemed
aren't.
like it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I was looking at that. I was like, that looked like it'd be pretty fun for throwing.
yeah.
I think it's actually what theirs is designed for, right?
Yeah. That's what it said. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if he has one of these or not, but
I don't. I like that.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
you're welcome.
Double bit axe is just, there's something cool about a double bit axe. Kind of like a blade that's sharpened all the way around, right? Just
Yeah.
Kind of
awesome.
mean.
Very useful.
It always makes me think of battle axes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Every bit of that.
And Nessmuck.
All right, so I'm next. The production I picked for Tom, like Michael said, I wasn't sure. I'm like, what would Tom really dig? So I don't know why I picked this, but I picked. There's a Jason Knight production project called the MK Ultra Kukri, and so it's like a production-ish version, mid-tech-ish version of Jason's Kukri with the big giant fuller on both sides. It's black.
Yeah.
Just super badass. And
Those are awesome.
Yeah, they
yeah,
are.
so that's what I picked for you, Tom, for a production blade.
Wow.
But-
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of projecting on that one.
Well, there's a little bit of that, but I knew Tom would dig it, so
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
They don't have Jason Knight kukris on Amazon wishlist, but if they did, I would have one on there. But
Yeah.
Me too.
yeah, they're pretty cool. Have you seen that in person, Tom? Did you see it at Blade Show?
I haven't. I've just seen photos and it looks awesome.
It does look cool.
Mm-hmm. And the name's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'd say you have an MK Ultra too, don't you?
That was one of your collabs with Dave?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, how about those Tigers? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Sean, what's your name, trace, and production pick for Tom?
All right, man. Now, I was in the same boat as you guys. I didn't want to get him something. He'd be like, well, I've got 3 of those. And I think I might have found something he don't have.
Ah,
I'm going to get you an official licensed reproduction of Stormbringer, the sword of Elric of Melnibone.
oh, now you're talking.
What? Where are you finding that?
There's got to be one. I think I saw one in museum replicas once. I'm serious.
Dude, that's awesome. The Dark Sword.
Yeah, the one.
So funny, there's like a group that like sings about Elric of Melnibone.
Yes, I do. You turned me on to him.
Dude, I was listening to that this week. It's hilarious. Talk about the biggest nerd band ever. And it's metal.
All right. Yeah, I'm crossing them off the future potential market maker guest list. Thanks to Tom.
All right, man. Raven Armory makes a wicked nice reproduction.
Oh,
Raven Armory?
Oh,
Wow.
okay. This might be out of price range.
we didn't have a price range on
No.
production, but
Yeah, you love me, man. It's all good.
What books are you talking about?
The Elric of Melnibone saga by Michael Moorcock.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say Michael Moorcock.
Jesus.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're all like
Damn near high five myself.
we're all like 8.
yeah, I was going to say 11-year-old Birch's life just got better.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, jeez.
That was a present to myself.
Very cool.
All right. So that's production picks for Tom, right? So we got to
Yep.
do production picks for Michael.
I am ready.
Tom, you want to go first?
Sure.
Go for it.
So, I tried to think of something and, for production, it doesn't have to be a knife, but I got you something that I really like, and I think you'll like and find useful. But Olight makes a flashlight called the R50.
The R50.
And it's rechargeable. It's got a little station that it plugs into and everything. And dude, it's a great light. It's not a small pocket light, but it's a really nice light. You can mount it on the side, like in your shop by your door, and that way things go bump in the night. You've got it. But I really like that light, and it's pretty cool.
When you say mount it by the shop door, is this like a turret mounted flashlight? Is this like a big ass flashlight, or are you just saying like you hang it on the wall by the door?
So it's got a charger that it sticks in.
Yeah, okay.
So you can just like leave it in there, and then when you need it, it's always charged. And it's got like it's not what's the big C size rechargeable batteries?
26600s or something like that.
Yeah, it's got that battery, so it burns forever. And it's pretty bright. I can't remember how many.
2500s.
There you go.
I don't know much about the flashlight world anymore. Someone added me to the Olight group, and now is Olight the manufacturer, or is that just like someone who sells lights?
Yes. Yeah. I think they're
yes and yes.
I think they're having them manufactured, but they are selling them. They're the company. So
they're a brand.
I don't know who's making them. It's the brand.
No, what I'm asking is they're not a company that sells a bunch of different flashlights. Olight is Olight lights.
Correct.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're a really good brand. I've got quite a few of them. They made a bunch of copper lights. I've got the little S1 batons and all the different baton lights in copper.
I was going to say, brass. I think I have a couple of their copper lights. Didn't they come like in a little box inside a sealed bag or something? So they didn't patina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
I think my flashlight cycle is coming back around again, so I appreciate that.
Birch needs something he can shine way down into the ravine.
Mm-hmm.
See when the zombie horde is approaching up the hill. All right, so my production pick for Birch could be slightly controversial. Either I'm going to get hate mail for calling this a production knife. I feel like I'm going to get hate mail, possibly from our friend Aaron, but I picked Randall Model 15 Astro for Birch.
Yeah.
I know he really...
It counts. I'm counting it.
I know he really, really wants an Astro because someone that we all know offered one to us recently, and I didn't think he got it.
Oh, yeah.
So I picked a Randall Model 15 Astro, but so here's the thing, right? Is a Randall a production knife or a custom knife?
I would consider it custom.
Mm-hmm.
I say that there are production and custom Randalls.
I think you're right.
I think you're right, too.
That's kind of where I went, Sean, was like, hey, if it's a catalog model, kind of a standardized thing.
Yeah, but they're being hand ground.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting. It's a tight line. You guys are spending more on the production stuff. I should have stepped up my game. I guess I'm a tightwad this year.
The point is, let's not shit on my theoretical.
It's the thought that counts.
Michael's not giving up that. That's right. Michael's not giving up that Astro.
I will allow it.
Right, dude.
Yeah, no, it's mine. He already gave it to me.
You can't take that shit away, Tom.
So I don't.
No, that's a sweet one.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate your consideration.
Your generosity.
Yeah.
So sorry, Aaron, if I called a custom knife a production knife, but I cheated and I called it production.
Well,
did you get rid of yours, Tom?
I've still got one.
Did you sell the one that you were going to sell?
No, it's still here.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's production or custom, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I thought about some Randalls for you guys too. But I didn't know what to do about it.
Well, it came to mind because I knew Michael wanted one, and then it's like, which category do I put it in? It's not a stocking stuffer, obviously, but is it a custom or I don't know. So I just put it as a production knife for Michael.
It'd fit in a stocking.
There you go.
That's true.
Yeah, a space stocking.
A moon boot.
Yeah.
Yes, a moon boot. Exactly.
Perfect.
Thank you, Sean.
With little orange at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. With the end of that Astro stuck in an orange from the bottom to represent gold. I love that.
Mhm.
All right, fantastic. Sean, what's your pick?
Powdered Tang.
All right, so Sean, what's your production pick for Birch?
And I picked him a Spyderco Bob Lum Little Lum Chinese folder.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's a
And
good
I like the
pick.
smaller
And I
guy.
don't have one of those. Yeah. And I don't know why I don't have one of those. That's really,
It's one of my favorite
that would
spider
really be a
coats.
good gift.
Yeah, same here. I mean,
Oh, is it now?
I got this one because I liked it too. You know,
Oh, really? I really like that Birch Tree chubby knife. I think it's a pretty cool Spyderco.
yeah, but it's not as cool as the Lum.
Yeah, try to
point.
get
Let's get
try to get one of those. They're not available, dude.
Yeah. No.
I agree on that
But-
one. No, that's a really cool knife, and I really don't know why I don't have one. That would save me from carrying my real one.
Oh,
Oh, super
Just-
flex.
Oh,
throwing
ooh.
it down.
Ugh. About blew my shirt out. I flexed so hard. Ugh.
So what? There's a large and a small Spyderco Lum.
Well, there's the standard size and then the little Lum, and it's got like a 2 3/8 blade on the little guy.
Isn't there a Spyderco Lum that has like a little dimple in the handle? Isn't that a Lum?
That
It
sounds
almost has like a contoured handle.
That's a Benchmade, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's a Benchmade
Sorry, Sal. Okay.
and less.
Man, I swear I had one of the small Spyderco Lum knives. I had something. There's like a funky, like a fake looking, not fake, but like a weird looking carbon handle where it was carbon, but it almost looked like carbon print, not carbon.
I know the
fiber
one
'cause
you're
it was
talking
so shiny.
It had like huge
Yeah, they
twill,
made one.
Yeah.
almost like a
Yeah.
burlap twill almost.
Right.
Like a flannel carbon fiber. Yeah, they made that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It must have been a sprint run or something.
Oh shit! You know what I have? I have a Tom Crine ground Lum, don't I, Tom? Didn't you do some a while ago?
Oh, yeah. Just like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Something.
it's got. Does it
It's
have
last
the
year.
translucent G10?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's Sanmai blade, right? The one I got
Yeah, I
from you
think
is a
so.
Sanmai,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's the Jade G10.
Right. Super thin because the Sanmai differentiation line
M4?
went way up the blade. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
I think Blade HQ had a special on those, and I bought a bunch and regraded.
There you go. Yep. That's a great little knife.
Those are great knives.
Yeah.
I was upset about missing that
Yeah,
thing.
that's a good looking.
I should have bought more.
Right.
Mhm. Should have told your podcast bros about it first.
I should have kept one.
Yeah. I got to find mine. We did this like remodel project. We did wood floors all through the first floor, and so I had to pack up my entire ridiculous Rat Pack office area. And so there's like boxes with knives and all kinds of shit stashed away upstairs. I got to go dig a bunch of stuff out.
Check your couch.
Check your couch. That's
Right.
exactly right. Yep.
It's your turn, Mark.
Oh, all right. Production knives. Tom, what's the production you picked out?
So I got you a set.
Oh,
Yeah, a little something.
Oh.
I got you. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of the Alloc Swiss Army knives.
yeah.
So they've got one called the Jet Setter, and it's you're supposed to be able to take it online. It's got like scissors on it, and it's got a 16 gig 3.0 USB flash drive.
Ah,
So
tricky.
you can like carry your data.
Nice.
They're pretty neat, and also I'm a big fan of the Dark Sucks Alpha Executive pins, so I got you one of
Oh,
those to
yeah.
go with it.
Oh, nice.
Snazzy.
So I figured that'd be a nice little set for you to travel, and because
Yeah.
it seems like you're traveling quite a bit right now.
I sure am.
Mhm.
Sure am. That is a very classy combo, Tom. They have a version that takes like a Mont Blanc.
Yeah,
Insert?
that's what it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you've got one?
I have one that's similar. I think it's like a nickel plated or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, those are very, very cool.
Yeah, dadgummit.
No, it's good. And they're actually grippy. I have pens strategically placed all over the place. I got them on my desk at home. I got them on my desk at work. I got them stashed in my bag. So that would be perfect. That'd give me one to put in my bag.
Yeah, and I just sent you a link to the little jet setter knife. I think they're really cool, and it's something you can carry on the plane when you travel.
Very, very nice. I really like the grip area of that pen. I have some really nice pens that are beautifully machined and incredibly slippery. And so it's some of them are like, man, I love this pen. It's beautiful, and damn, it's hard to hold on to. Because it like wants to slide right out of your hands when you're trying to do stuff. At least for me, because sometimes I got to sign a whole boatload of paperwork. But these are really grippy without being uncomfortable. I really like that.
Yeah, Jason did a good job on them.
Yeah, I really like that he upgraded that end fitting that holds the clip on.
Yeah, those are cool, right?
I think the one I have is like just has a big old hex there. Like it looks like the top of a bolt head, like a button head bolt.
Same with mine.
Yeah, but that's cool. It's got his logo right in the top. How the hell does he do that, Tom? Does he press that in there, or has he got a little special tool that's in the shape of the logo?
I think these are the new Snap-on, so it's like the keychains that he's doing that you can like pull apart, or like the flashlights. You know, the flashlight he has with the clip that you could put on or keychained in.
Yep.
So it just pushes in. But yeah, they're really cool.
Well, that's awesome gift, Tom, and like you said, fits exactly with what I got going on with work these days. So very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, you still out there?
I'm here.
All right, man. Production pick. What's the plan?
What do I want to get old Mark? It's kind of something I sort of wanted for myself, I think, which is a lot of stuff we've done a little bit today.
That's a fact.
Monterey Bay just released the McGinnis Sprocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a cool production sort of knife for I think like $225 or something like that.
Cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know, I don't mind spending $225 on you. I'll do that.
$225 virtual dollars. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Fake dollars. I'm in for it.
That sprocket pattern from Jerry is very slick, man. It's just clean. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really nice shape. It's got a nice size blade on it. Those are very cool.
Yeah.
So
good looking knife they put together.
So how does that work? Is that like a productionized kind of a project, or did Jerry and his dad make those, or what's the?
No. Pure overseas production.
Okay. That's what gets the price point there.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
They look really nice.
Yeah, they're awesome. Well, thank you, Michael. That's very nice.
And they're M390. That's.
Are they?
Yeah. Pretty snazzy.
Yeah,
a lot of knife for the money.
For sure.
It seems like there's a lot of overseas knives done in the M390. I don't know if it's fairly easy for them to get over there or what.
I don't get it, dude, because that's not a cheap steel, and it's super high wear resistance, so you'd think it'd be hard to work too. But yeah, you're right.
Huh.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, very cool. Thank you very much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Sean, what did you have for a production pick?
I'm going to give you my 98 Commander.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's awesome. I don't think I've ever owned a 98 Commander.
I was hoping you'd say that.
That's a great knife. Very old school, super badass knife. I love that. Very nice, Sean.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, they mark an era in time for me. And I know you catch the significance of them, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's a very cool piece. I haven't even thought about a 98 Commander in a minute. That's like a super cool throwback kind of piece. Very nice.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sean.
And you're worth it.
But you ain't really getting my 98 Commander.
Oh, no.
You could pry that shit out of my cold, dead hand.
I mean, I'll look like a good guy theoretically, but making that shit happen? No.
Hell no. Too funny. Very thoughtful, Sean. You're right. I would love a 98 Commander. That's a great choice. All right. So, and I'm going to trick him out of it because I'm going to keep saying nice things like that. All right. So next is Last of Us Sean for production picks. Tom, what did you pick for Sean as a production gift?
So I just sent a link. I'm a huge Seiko fan. I think they're one of the more interesting watch companies, and they just reintroduced the Turtle maybe a year ago, and I'm going to get Sean an SRP 777, which is an all blacked out Turtle.
Yeah.
I didn't go with they've got a black coated case, but I went with the classic stainless case because it's very vintage feeling, and they did a great job.
They
on
are.
this. The movements are great. I really like them.
Oh man, you got me. I mean, I'm a Seiko guy. That kills.
Yep. Very, very nice.
Yeah. Come real close a couple times on some of those.
I've got one. They're really nice. And I've gifted one also, and they knocked it out of the park for the price point. They're a great watch.
And they're fairly pricey. I mean, for Seiko wise type of stuff, but there's a lot of watch for the money too.
Yeah, for sure.
If you shop around, you can get them for about $300. So,
oh, nice.
You know, it's
Excellent.
It's kind of funny. I've had a bunch of Seikos, and I did a whole long ass string of Seiko mods over the years, and then I kind of sold off my Seiko stuff and ended up going a different direction. But
yep.
At what was it? Maybe a year and a half ago or somewhere around there, I ended up buying one of those reissued Turtles. I ended up with I don't remember what they call it, but it's got like a two-tone blue bezel, and it's got sort of a sunburst blue dial. And I just thought that was really, really pretty. And
I think is it the Patty version?
No, it's not that one. That one's blue and red. This one, I think they called it like the Blue Lagoon or something.
Oh, it's a Thailand. It's a Thailand version. It's a limited release from Thailand. Yeah, those are beautiful. They're really, really beautiful.
They kind of had them as a pair. There was like a Samurai that had that, and then there was the Turtle that had it. And I really liked the Turtle. And, you know, I'd never owned a vintage Seiko Turtle. And so this thing showed up, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a swing. It's cheap. I'll play around with it. And, man, I really like that watch. It's fantastic.
So, yeah, I've got a couple of the vintage ones that have been tuned up. And for some reason, back in the day, I bought about 4 or 5 of them they're not really working anymore. I was going to have them modded, and I've got a drawer full of old Seikos now. But anyways.
I'm making my not really that surprise face right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know, it's literally probably one of my favorite Seikos, right past the tuna cans. But yeah,
I was about to say, what is this funky tuna can they put out now? This all green type one.
It's not a standard one. It's actually bigger.
Baby.
It's like the baby. The babies are bigger.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, I've got one of the Thailand did a limited run of the babies too. I've got one of those, and it's bigger, markedly bigger than a regular tuna can.
Huh.
The tuna can's really big.
Yeah.
This is bigger.
Wow.
This SNE 535 is just itching to be a fun shop watch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the Turtle's really fun because it doesn't have that super chunky thing like a tuna can, but it's got lots of wrist presence, right? With that big cushion case, it just sits really nice on your wrist. It's got like a fairly big look, but they just they're comfortable and they sit well on your wrist, and they're so nice to wear. That's a great choice.
Yeah. If anybody wants to get me a Seiko, I'd really like one of the new Arnolds. Just throwing that out there. Because the Arnold is cool. I love the whole digital analog stuff. It's really cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
very nice.
That's what I would get, Sean.
Dude, killer.
Nice gift.
You know, I really like Seiko's. I'm not usually a big fan of Seiko bracelets. Like I like them on a NATO or on a rubber strap or whatever.
Same.
And I ended up for that tuna. There's a company called Strap Code that does a bunch of custom bracelets, kind of like there used to be those Yoboki's bracelets, and there were a couple other people doing them. Strap Code does these aftermarket bracelets as well, but they make these perfectly matching solid end links to go with that cushion case.
Yeah.
And man, it is straight up factory looking. It's super clean and integrated. But this this bracelet I got from those guys is like every link is screwed on, right? And all the links are solid. They're not hollow links, so it's this super chunky bracelet. And it has like a Rolex style, modern Rolex style clasp, like a real heavy machine from solid clasp, double fold. It's absolutely fantastic. So Strapco, check that out if you got a Seiko, because they're really nice bracelets.
Nice.
Yeah, they look great.
All right, Michael, what's your production pick for old Sean Dog?
I went with something a little more stabby.
Oh,
Yeah. I wanted to do, and we talked about, I think, one of these before, the Bud Neely MSC system from Boker. Now, they're not technically in
Yeah.
production, I don't believe, anymore, but you can still find them around here and there. They had the whole Kydex and the magnet inside it. And I have one of the cheaper versions, but the one I'm getting him is the nicer one with the oh yeah.
With G10 instead of the molded handle.
Yep. I've got the cheaper molded handle one.
Boss.
But yeah, I'm not going to go cheap on you,
me too.
Sean.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy.
That's cool.
It's a cool system. I think you dig that type of stealthy, old school tactical.
Considering I've got a handmade Peshkabs, I like him enough.
Yeah.
Was it CRKT or Boker?
Boker did them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were pretty nice, well-made looking, knives. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
so I'm looking at one on Arizona's website. And what's the deal with the box? There's stuff that comes with it?
Oh, yeah.
All the sheath.
Oh, yeah.
The sheath system is really what makes it, because it had one that fits inside your sport coat. It had a chain.
Suit jacket pocket.
Yeah. It was a whole sheathing
Velcro.
system.
That's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a belt clip thing that the sheath snaps into or something. Is that how that converts from being a jacket pocket to a belt thing? It's almost like a little U-shaped bracket. Makes me think that looks like
It's got all sorts
a
of
belt clip.
belt clips inside the waistband. All sorts of. They're pretty cool. Bud Neely's a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice.
This was definitely the era of many different sheath systems, many different ways of carrying and discreetly.
Yeah.
Secret agent stuff.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is a cool choice. However, I regret to inform Michael Birch,
Ooh,
it's not the coolest choice.
I see how you are.
I picked the coolest fucking thing ever for Sean for his production knife.
No build up there.
You got him one of mine?
Oh,
You got him a knife from me?
No, not exactly.
I heard a bad
Son.
review on the Jack Turner special.
From someone, I don't know, some random person named A. Birch. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Michael Merch.
No, I'm just saying, this is the coolest fucking production knife ever on planet Earth. And that, especially for Sean, it is the United Cutlery Kurgan sword.
Yes.
See?
Score.
It gets no better than the Kurgan sword.
None better, man. He
So
is my
what
spirit
is it?
animal.
Yes.
What is a Kurgan sword?
From Highlander, the Kurgan, the bad guy.
Oh, yeah, the one that takes apart. I got
Take
you.
down with the
Yeah.
pop out V guard.
The pop out V guard. That's exactly right. Like extra little daggers that shoot out.
That is pretty
And that-
cool.
The United Cutlery rendition it has like a little thumb slider that releases those little dagger V guard pieces. Pretty badass.
Ooh.
I like it.
I love it. Thank you.
It's it says Sean Kendrick up, down, and sideways.
Now here, I got to ask you something, Sean. The one I almost got you, but I thought you had. Will you let me know if you already have this?
Yeah.
The Emerson Neely Spec War.
Yep, got it.
I thought you did. I thought you did because I almost went with that, but I was like, I thought he already has that.
Yeah.
Those were really cool. They were really well done.
And once again, coming back to those 90s sheath systems.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the one I lusted for, but never could afford. I wanted one so badly. I still do, actually.
Yeah, me too.
And I think mainly because of that cool ass sheath system, and just I was like, God damn, it just screamed tactical.
Yeah, a lot of engineering in that sheath.
Mm-hmm.
It was a chisel grind back when there really weren't a lot of chisel grinds out there, so that was kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I thought so.
No, dude, I thought. Well, obviously, I thought so.
Right. Obviously, he's already in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, awesome.
All right.
Did we make it all the way through productions? Is
Yeah.
that all the productions? Wow.
Time for custom.
Oh, okay. So where are we in the Christmas morning celebration right now, Birch? We're about to start custom.
Well, our moms and dads already made us eat breakfast, so we'd slow it down. And now we're looking at that big gift in the back of the tree. We're like, what's in that sumbitchin' package? What is it?
Yeah, we've unpacked all the underwear and
Yeah. We got our oranges. We're ready. We are ready.
When Birch started throwing that, we're going to slow it down. It made me think of like junior high dance or something. All right, we're going to slow it down now.
And boys, I spent some money on you guys, so let's. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you fucked up. I'm easy. You didn't have to spend any money.
just a little thought, man. Just a little thought. I'm excited about these. I can't wait to hear what you guys got me, and I'm super excited about what I picked for you guys. To me, that's as much fun, or maybe more fun, is picking stuff that you think other people will appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. This was, it's funny. I think we all commented about how this was a little bit harder maybe than it seems like it would be. Like there's obvious choices, but then it's like, okay, well, that's the obvious choice. I'm going to pick a super cool choice. It's maybe not quite so obvious. And that's where it got really hard.
Yep.
But it was definitely entertaining to lay this stuff out. So, all right. So for Tom's custom knife, this is the top of the food chain, Birch. What you got?
Whew. All right. Did a little searching. I had two that I got it down to, and I think I'm going to have to go with the more expensive one, especially after what he just got. I found on the Knife Purveyor site a Kronk subhilt with the stacked rubber O-rings. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah!
Woo!
Wow!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I spent $6,500 on you, bro. It's no big deal. It's not,
Now you're gonna make me look bad, man.
Nah, I know.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It is. I'm centered it right now. It is a gorgeous blade.
If I had a lot of money, man, I'd have an epic collection.
Yep. This was another one of those rules questions that popped up was, what exactly is the price limit on this? Because it's like, okay, do you go pick something unobtainable and amazingly fantastic, or do you try to pick a custom that might actually be something someone could buy? This is certainly one you could buy, just expensive.
I love the rubber O-rings. Do you remember?
That's badass.
You remember the knives that Tom Maringer brought to the early gatherings? He had some of the O-rings on his.
Oh yeah, it's very.
Play with one of those broke down. Dudley Dawkins had one and actually took it apart and let me play with it. It was neat as hell.
They were
the inside. It's like a watch, man.
How he made those things.
What was it called? It's like a Japanese poem.
Haiku.
Yeah, that's what it's called. The haiku.
Very cool, man.
That's a beautiful knife, and I love the fittings too. How they're patinaed.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's.
Now, on a more like personal note, if I wanted to get you something a little cheaper, also found a vintage Bob Dozier from 1972.
Oh, yeah.
But I figured you'd want that $6,500 piece.
Oh yeah, I'd take either one. They're both beautiful. Man, that Kronk is sexy though.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's very Kronk. Love those
like you said,
O-rings.
I can't believe that's not in somebody's collection.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's available. I guess because it's expensive, but
it's not available, guys. I bought it for Tom.
Hello,
thank you.
Hey yo,
nice. You got to love that gold to get that same kind of rosy kind of patina as that bronze on that thing. That is gorgeous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Where it gets that kind of pink gold kind of look.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Peckerwood, you swung for the fences on that one.
I'll do what I can.
Very, very nice. Okay, so my pick, let me get it open here because it's pretty cool.
Good luck.
Good luck following that, pal, he said. So, what I went with was something from Kaz Knives, which is a Mark of the Maker group favorite. And this is a Skagel-inspired cast knife. So
I saw that.
That's beautiful.
Yep. So Claudio Sobral, absolutely stunning, killer sheath, very Skagel style, stacked handle, stag on the end, Sanmai, just freaking gorgeous like everything else those guys do. But
knocked it out of the park. The detail is amazing.
Yeah. Check out that sheath on that thing.
Oh yeah.
No, it's awesome. That sub hilt I have from Claudio is this. It doesn't have a colorful sheath like that, right? Where it's got colors, but it is incredibly detailed. The sheath work on it. It's it's like cool knife, and then it's like, damn, the sheath on its own is a work of art.
Yep. Wow. Beautiful piece. People are going to like to see that.
Oh yeah. All right. Almost as good as a Chrome.
Thank you. Oh, both beautiful pieces, dude. Wow.
Tom's very happy.
I know you got to say that.
Tom's very happy with his haul so far. Sean,
hell yeah.
what's your
doing pretty good?
What's your custom pick for Tom?
Man, there's a fella kind of local here. He does a lot of the Indiana rendezvous and the local Ohio knife shows named Beaver Bill Keeler. And I want to get Tom one of Beaver Bill's spike tomahawks because they're
cool,
exemplary.
Man.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Or exemplary. And I believe he would very much enjoy
Nice.
it.
Very cool.
Sean, is it more of a traditional hawk?
Very much so. It's kind of a reproduction of, I believe, a Revolutionary War era spike hawk.
Oh, that's cool.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I just sent a link. You'll have to scroll down a little to get to the spike hawk, but actually they're all pretty fucking cool.
Dude, the wood handles are really pretty too. Oh yeah, that Spike Hawk's awesome. Yeah, I'm down with that.
And man, now I've seen them. Actually, I own one of the Spike Hawks with a curly maple handle and everything. And it's one of the nastiest pieces of business I've ever laid eyes on.
Dude, I'm telling you, a hawk, you can do some business with those. Oh, he makes what's the longer one? The Foco?
Yeah.
Foco.
Which, man, he does all kinds of stuff.
Is it called a Foco or something like that?
It's hard to beat curly maple on a long ass handle.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And he does great work. I'm not seeing him on his site, but he used to do gun stock clubs that were out of this world.
Love
really?
Gun stock clubs, man.
Oh, you and me both.
They're so cool.
That hammer.
They're just a whole other level of brutal.
Mm-hmm. Make you watch some Last of the Mohicans and hold that in your lap.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man. And thanks for turning me on to this guy. His stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and his pricing is super reasonable. I mean, it's ridiculously reasonable, really.
Yeah, it's crazy good.
So he's from Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I met him at the first knife show I ever went to.
Yeah, that's badass.
Sweet.
And then his presentation stuff, while it's more pricey, gosh, damn, is it nice.
Yeah.
Like that hammer pole for $200.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, that's absolutely badass. Well, I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and order one before this son of a bitch
Yeah,
the episode airs.
Before we cover him up.
podcast comes out.
Yeah, that's funny.
Would I want a hammer pole or a spike, though? That's
Yeah,
all right. I got my own conflict going on here.
I'd have to go spike just because it's badass, but
Yeah.
the hammer pole's pretty too, man.
Yeah, I got a spike from RMJ, though.
Yeah, man, the hammer pole is a user.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
For sure.
This podcast, I tell you what, guys, I don't like it costs so much money on the
back end.
I mean, yeah, on the back end. I went and found a used Emerson Neely Spec War on eBay as we've been studying.
It happens.
Nice.
It happens. Hey, we've seen lots of knives show up in the Facebook group after a show that people went out and bought.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not the only ones that we are afflicting with this kind of episode. So
It's good though. It's good. We're getting good knives
Hell
out
yeah.
there.
Tom, you got a pretty killer haul, my man.
Yeah, I did all right, man.
Oh shit!
I did all right. If I was getting something from him, I'd get a Foco. That's the walking stick axe type thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Like
What is that all about?
So it's traditional European. What's the dude's name? Silasky, I think, used to make some.
Oh, Joe Zalaski.
Yeah, and they're basically, I think they were like a herding tool, and it was something like you could protect yourself from highwaymen or whatever, or wild animals.
Wow.
Kind of like a miniature Warhammer type thing with an
Yeah.
axe blade. Really cool. And he does some, so I'd be down for that.
Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of versions those are gorgeous.
Yeah,
All right.
neat stuff.
Group buy.
Right?
Man, I could do the walking cane. I'd get two. One for me, one for my dad.
There you go.
That's pretty neat, right?
Hell
That
yeah.
is super cool.
Man, does this
You
one
think
have...
about swinging an axe or a hammer on a 3 or 4 foot pole. You know, I mean, you develop some momentum.
Heck yeah.
Man, this one on the site looks like it has a bowl on it. Like it's a
I saw
pipe
that.
walking stick.
Yeah, it's a pipe.
That's-
It's a pipe one.
that's what
I don't think I'd get that one, but
I believe I might.
Yeah, somebody wants to check out nature. in a
hold on,
different
man. We don't need to fight. I'm just gonna hit him with the hammer, man. You guys can smoke a bowl.
Yeah. No, Tom's gonna pull out his Ziploc bag full of edibles, and we know what's really gonna happen. Shh, stop.
Blind them with pocket sand and then get loaded.
There, there you go. All right, group ideas. I'm already penning my email to Beaver Bill. Dear Beaver Bill, please find the baddest ass piece of tiger tail curly maple you can.
Yeah, very
Now
cool.
build me a spike
Mhm.
hop. Awesome. All right, so I think next up on customs is Michael. Yeah, Tom, what you got from Michael?
So, I feel like a cheapskate. Damn it! Thanks, Mark. But
I did spend a lot of money on you, Tom. So
I went with the production knife for the customs, apparently. But I got Michael a Randall Model 19 Bushmaster with a 5-inch blade and a stag handle.
Nice.
It's one of my all-time favorite Randalls. It's such a useful size. I mean, you can do anything with this knife.
I love that wider blade on that sumbitch. It's a cool knife.
Have you actually handled one? Dude, they're
Just looked at them.
big. They're really cool. The 5-inch one, it's a beast. I mean, it is. You hold it and you're like, yeah, this is a knife. It's everything you think a knife should be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it seems like it'd be just a good camp knife.
yeah,
All
I
around.
love them. It's literally one of my favorite Randalls.
Sweet. I'm getting 2 Randalls for Christmas.
Randalls.
Yeah.
I am pretty excited
Man,
about
I've-
that.
Really like the handle cant to that. The way the handle's
Yeah.
oriented to the blade. I like that.
That
Well, when you
tilt-
guys come
tilt
down,
I like the way the
you
guards
guys come
execute.
down, I'll show you some Randall knives that I have, and you can handle them and see what you think.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound healthy.
It's by the cooler of popsicles in the basement.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. 2 Randall Christmas. That's hell of a
Pretty-
deal, Birch.
You know,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
hell, I'd be
I'll take
happy with
that.
2 Randalls for Christmas.
2 Randall? Yeah. No, you can dance a little jig if you get 2 Randalls for Christmas.
Anyways,
Hell,
All right,
that's what I picked.
very nice choice.
Well, thanks, man.
All right, so what I picked for Michael, because I know he's been talking about this a bunch lately, is a Haley DeRozier Seraphim Integral Keyhole.
Ooh.
Oh man,
He's got a keyhole thing going on lately.
Man, and that one right there is the business.
Isn't that stunning?
yeah.
that is just beautiful.
Man, they were some of the first to do the keyhole like that, and just besides some of the South American guys, and they do it so well. When that one you're showing that you showed with the damn carbon fiber in it,
Yeah,
such a gorgeous blend.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
The pattern,
the way the
pattern of
patterns
carbon
fit
fiber.
together.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that thing, when I was scrolling through Instagram and saw that, it was one of those jaw dropping knives.
Oh yeah. What does she call that Damascus pattern? It's almost like a super stretched. It's like a feather, but not.
Feather.
I mean, it's not feather though. It's like it's stretched out to look like feather, but there's another pattern inside of it, I think.
Well, is the Seraphim the name of the pattern of the steel?
I think Seraphim is the model of the knife, like the pattern, like the shape of the knife.
It's
I don't know what
beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, it does look like wings, but it's definitely a very stretched out mosaic of some sort, and it's just so well done.
I mean, just everything on that works. The way one thing flows into the next on the piece is just perfect.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a really great, I think, example of like the whole otherworldly workmanship piece of it, and a crazy good eye for making that whole thing work, right? Because to me, that's a really good example of picking materials that maybe you wouldn't at first, right? I mean, that linear carbon fiber pattern stuff, like, okay, would I think of that even for an integral keyhole like this? Maybe not, but boy, that the lines just all work. It all fits together and flows so nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, love that piece.
All right, well, we got to get Haley on with us as a guest on Mark of the Maker, and she could tell us about how she made that, because that'd be fascinating to hear.
Yeah, see if I can talk her out of making another one.
Yeah, you might have to talk a bunch.
Yeah, talk with a bunch of money sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
If that would be a piece that would be worth.
Yep. Well, there you go. All right. So that's your custom. Sean, what do you got as far as a custom pick for Michael?
I would like to get him something from Anders Hagstrom.
Ooh, good choice.
I could see you wearing that well, man.
I like Anders' stuff. And that guy does a lot of like water quenching his hormones and stuff, and I don't know how he gets away with that half the time.
Maybe he don't half the time.
It may not be half the time, but man, he does some cool stuff. That's how he gets a very very kind of cloudy looking hormones a lot of the time. You know, I'm talking about they're very kind of multi-layered, I guess.
No.
Yeah, they kind of have a ghostly kind of look to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has a distinct style, and I enjoy that. It's a good pick, man. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
That is nice. A very thoughtful pick. So Anders Hagstrom, for people who are not familiar, he's a Swedish maker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe
very
so.
Cool. I don't know if I've seen his knives in person. Does he do Blade Show or a big show kind of stuff over here?
He's done shows because I've talked to him before.
Is that right? Okay.
I think I picked up some stuff at Blade Show for Dudley from him.
Okay. Oh, really?
I think.
Very cool. Yeah, folks, go look him up. Anders Hagstrom, Hogstrom. Both funky umlauts over the O's, but you can find him just typing the word in, and the Google image gallery is pretty fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
A lot of big, a lot of curves, a lot of cast stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, he's got some beautiful guard fitting kind of stuff. Is that the cast stuff you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Love that
there's a picture of him at Blade Show. So yeah, he's definitely been to Blade Show. I just haven't been by to look at his stuff, I guess. I'll have to check it out. All right, well, Michael did pretty well too, didn't he?
I think so.
All right, so I'm up next. Tom, what's a custom pick you got for me, buddy?
So I got you a Morseth number 7 Subhilt in Stag.
Oh, nice.
I thought that would be a nice fit for your collection, and I have a history with Morseth, and I really liked that knife when we were making those. Those were one of my favorites. It's a bigger Morseth, and it's just a pretty cool fighter, and I figured in your Subhilt collection it would fit right in.
Oh, heck yeah. No, that's a very cool knife. It's got like the guard is thin, right? It's got that like a real hard tapered, real close to the handle on the guard. It looks like it would be super comfortable.
Yeah, they feel great. I'll try to find a picture. I was actually just searching around trying to find one, and I wouldn't get you one of the ones that they're making now. I'd get you actually one of the older laminated blade ones.
Oh, nice.
The ones they're doing now are they're cool, but they're CPM. No, they're 154 CM, which for me, Moriseth, I like the traditional laminated steel Moriseth. I ironically tried to talk them into using different steels whenever I worked for them because we couldn't. We were having a lot of problems with the laminated steels, and so they actually quit making them. And I was like, well, let's keep making them. Let's just make them out of different steel. But it was a no-go at the time.
What's the story with the laminated steel that they were using, Tom? Is it a clad thing where there's like a higher performing steel in the core, or was it a layered thing, multi-layer? Or?
Yeah, so it was a Sanmai.
Okay.
It was 3 layers, and it was the inner core, which was like Rockwell 64. It was basically a straight carbon, something like 1095, and it was hard. I've actually ground the outside off and Rockwelled them, and they're like right at 63, 64. And then the outside was like a softer, almost wrought, it wasn't wrought, but it was like a mild steel. And so that's what gave you the strength.
Okay.
And when they patinaed, they got that really nice Sanmai look.
Yeah. Where you get the color differentiation.
Yeah, they perform great. They're really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's a great pick, Tom, for the old Subhill collection. Thanks, Tom. I blame Tom for my Subhill collection too. Very cool. Thanks, man.
I'm a great enabler.
That's painfully clear.
True.
All right, Michael Birch, what did you pick for a custom?
Well,
your old buddy Mark.
Well, I don't know if this one counts because it's not finished yet. But technically, by the time this podcast comes out, it will be finished.
There you go.
The Kaz Big Bear that they're doing right now.
Oh yeah, isn't that crazy?
The integral. Wow.
Yeah, all integral Damascus. Ooh.
That thing's insane.
It's going to be a gorgeous piece.
Yeah.
But if that don't count, since we don't know what it's going to look like yet, but it's going to be cool. So
it's going to be cool. There's no doubt about that.
I got you a Tony Bowes Swayback number 2.
Oh, now you're talking.
And Stag.
Nice pick. 2 picks.
Yeah.
Hey now. I don't want to hear no hate.
Whatever, cheater.
He's a dirty double picker.
I can't believe I spent $6,500
on him. You'd be damn close to that with a Bose Stag Swayback and that Kaz Bowie or the Big Bear.
I don't even want to know how much that Kaz is.
Oh, I know.
But it's going to be so cool.
Absolutely stunning, though.
I mean, if you think about the work that goes into making that, it's ridiculous.
I can't even think about it. I have no idea how it even happens.
Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, check out if they listen to the show, they probably already have started following those guys on Instagram. I think there's pictures on there, but we put it in the Facebook group as well. I think Chris Taylor was the guy that pointed it out to me, like, oh my gosh, look at what these guys are doing. And he tagged me in it, and I'm like, oh damn. So I posted it over in our Facebook group. So there's a link in there, a video of the beginnings of, well, not beginnings really, right? Partway through on forging that baby. It's absolutely off the charts.
Oh yeah, that type of stuff. When you do a full integral forged Damascus piece, there's a lot that goes into that. I mean, anything can go wrong at that point. Any sort of inclusion, weirdness, whatever. And then you're trying to make it, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's crazy.
Yep. No, and Stag Bose Swayback, that is definitely on my list for sure. So
I found a 2-blade on Arizona, but it was sold. So you'll have to track down the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Buy it from him.
Good job.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, man. I'm a very thoughtful giver.
You are. You very much.
As soon as we said there isn't really a dollar limit, he was like, oh, yeah, baby, I got this covered.
Yeah. You guys are going to get something good.
All right. What about you, Sean? What's your custom pick?
All right, man. I never heard this dude's first name pronounced before, so I'm just winging it. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. No offense meant. But I would get you a Subhilt by Schuler Lovestrand.
Schuler Lovestrand. Oh, look at that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out. That's like a who's the guy that does that same kind of funky tilt with the recurve like that?
Man, it's
Looks
got a
like a
little bit of
Chappelle.
chapel to
Yeah.
it.
Chapel, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But then the guard isn't as bulky. It's got a few other hallmarks.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a sleek
It is
piece.
very sleek. Look at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that is a dead sexy subhilt. Wow. Very cool, Sean.
And I thought I was the enabler.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
I tried.
A very Luckett / Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of those cues.
This
for
dude's
sure.
been around for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah. I first saw his stuff back in like 96, 97.
Yeah.
Is that, do you pronounce that Skylar or
I don't know. Like I said, I've never heard it
know.
pronounced, and I'm just ignorant.
Yeah, you only see these names in books. I've never heard anyone talk about it.
Yeah, one of our Mark of the Maker listeners will absolutely know this name. Chuyler. Lovestrand. Yeah, it could be Skylar. Yeah, very cool. That's a pretty piece, man. Look at the friggin' desert ironwood too. That is absolutely beautiful. I looked hard for a piece for Birch with desert ironwood because I knew he would flip over that, and I'm like, I couldn't find exactly the right one, but yeah, that's
the one.
especially that's it.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Mhm.
Well, thank you, Sean. That's a very thoughtful pick. It's a stunner too, man.
I thought you'd dig it.
Yeah. All right. Well, damn, we're all doing good on customs. We got some super top shelf stuff going on here. All right, Sean, I think you're last up for a custom pick. So, Tom, you got a custom pick for Sean?
I do, actually. So I just sent a picture, and my choice is a Peter Bouchard Warlock.
Oh, all day.
Oh,
Hell.
yeah.
I figured
Good
this was
choice.
like right down your alley. When I thought, what custom knife would I get Sean? This, I didn't even have to hesitate. This just instantly popped into my head, and I figured this would be you all day long.
You want to know the funny part? I almost got you the same thing, but I thought you might already have one. I shit you not.
Ironically, I've been trying to find one and I haven't been able to. But yeah, I love his work, and I just thought of you. So
Thank you, man. And I mean, yeah, that just hits on all cylinders for me. The classic Calgard blade, the hand-filed handle, it's perfect.
We've talked
Old
about his
school.
handles before, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did. Sean talked about him in an earlier episode because I actually had the same thought for Sean. There was actually a couple of Peter's knives for sale on USN a while ago, and they sat there for a long, long time. I think a bunch of newer guys don't recognize the name at all, and they just sat. And there was a Warlock, and I don't remember what the other one was. There was two.
the smaller one is the Witch.
Maybe it was the Alley Cat or something, or the
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, dude, the alley cat was bitching, yeah.
Yeah, there was a pair of them that were on USN. I actually went, when I was doing my research for this episode, I went on USN to try to find them, and they were sold, but because I was looking for the pictures of them. But yeah, very cool. That's an awesome pick, Tom.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
Yeah.
What episode was that we
Thanks.
talked about Peter's knives? Where did you mention him, Sean? Which one was it? Do you remember?
Maybe scary knives or something.
No, it
We may have
wasn't
gone
scary.
down a hole of daggers, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't either.
We ramble a lot, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost everybody by now in this episode for sure with the whole ramble thing. But yeah, I don't remember which one it was. I don't think it was scary. I think it was, gosh, I'll have to go back and look and see. But I remember we talked about Peter's knives before.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome pick, Tom. Michael, what you got as far as your custom pick for the Sean?
This one I spent the most on. I saved up all year. But I knew my man would love himself a set of dueling Virgil England knives.
Ah, damn.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Putting it in right now. These are quintessential Virgil England looking knives. Ooh, they are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And only 32,000.
Holy Lord.
Only 32,000. But coming that case,
That's just like $16,000 a knife.
that presentation.
Well, when you put it like that,
just-
it's cheap.
Exactly. We're losing money if we don't do this, guys.
That case is insane.
Yeah, no shit, man.
yeah, the whole presentation is just amazing.
Well, and that's what you expect from Virgil England.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know they even came in cases like that till I checked out the one that was at Delax Gallery.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Man, I wonder what those little accoutrements are.
Yeah, me too. They almost look like little gunpowder
flasks,
yeah. Whatever,
but it looks like there's like a jewel inlaid in the top of them, maybe? I don't know.
Like potions and, I don't know.
I guess they're potions, yeah. Large dueling set with carved helmet case, potions, spinning snake wheel, and instructions.
Check.
That's the crazy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Stick here.
I love that there's instructions. Look at that. There's like a long printed out, it looked like a receipt from the grocery store, like a scroll.
It's a scroll.
It's a CVS
receipt. It's got the instructions. Yeah. Damn. Check that out. Take your dueling knife and dip it in the potion, right? And then begin your duel kind of scene, I bet.
Hell yeah.
This is pure sacrificial. We're going to do some magic with a K.
Yeah.
And those are D guards. That's so cool.
It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have any duplicate picks so far in this whole thing, right?
Kind of amazing on that.
Yeah.
This is probably the closest it came because I had the same thought about Peter Beauchamp and his knives. I didn't end up picking one. I thought about Virgil England, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not as rich as Birch, so I'm going to go that far off the deep end.
Right.
But the fact that we didn't have any dupes is absolutely amazing to me. And this is the one show where we didn't check to make sure we didn't have any.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Somehow we don't. So my pick for Sean for a custom is a Dave Brown Vasana Blade Works Naginata.
Oh,
and
nice.
He just did that not so long ago, and it is in contention with the Kurgan sword for the baddest motherfucker on planet Earth because it thing is gnarly.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's radical, right? It's like a crazy looking, super upswept Bowie knife kind of end on it. You know what I mean? Like
dude, it's like a scimitar.
Call that shape. It's like a scimitar. Yeah. If you go on Dave's Instagram, he's got really pictures of the guard area and stuff and kind of what went into it. There's a couple different materials back there. The thing's got a great hamon on it.
That is so cool.
Isn't that thing crazy?
Been wanting to make one of those forever, and I just ain't had the balls to do it.
No.
That's quite a project.
This guy goes for it, man, and they turn out awesome. The things he does, I applaud his work because he goes for it, man.
He definitely is not afraid to share his Michael Birch moments too. Like I think this is the second blade at least for that project.
Yeah,
where it cracked when he was trying to straighten it and do some other stuff. And I agree. He definitely swings for the fences. It feels like on stuff and. Some of the stuff that comes out of it's really, really amazing. And I know Sean really likes his work. So
very much.
That was my pick.
Solid, man.
Nice pick.
Epic.
You guys
very
are just
cool stuff.
Thoughtful. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Yeah, definitely a fun show, right? I think we're running super long, but I also know that we had like backup picks. I initially made backup picks because I was 100% sure that we were going to end up doubling up and we would pick the same things for people. So do we want to talk about some standout backup picks that we had?
What?
Because I got a couple that are really good.
Sure.
Okay. So I'd really debated on Birch's custom, and I ended up where I did on picking him that DeRozier keyhole because I knew he would really dig that. But check this out. This is a knife we've talked about before, but the other option, and this is a little showy for Birch.
Oh, wow.
But this is a Gus Cicchini knife. But this thing, if you flip through the pictures, it's like a multiple image Instagram post. This is his folded integral, folded clip. So the clip is integral as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got his crazy ass lock where the lock bar is also integral.
Yeah.
So it's like
I've looked at
like a hidden lock, and it's a SLT flipper, the hidden flipper tab.
I don't even understand
crazy
how that shit works.
Dude.
Damn.
I've looked at those and imagined how that's got to look on the table,
All unfolded
folded out like a box unfolded with all the titanium sticking here and there.
Exactly.
Wow. And it's got dragon scale and
Oh yeah. Right. So I mean it's got fancy materials on it, but even if that thing was plain blasted tie handles with a hand rub blade, it would still be off the fucking chain. That thing is insane.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's an accomplishment.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's not like he does this once and he's like, okay, I'm done. I did that. He's like,
Right.
no, let me repeat that. Repeating something like that that's what is amazing about it. It's the fact that he's able to do that process over and over, which is crazy.
Right. He's made a number of those now. And that to me is one of the most beautiful things about watching Gus do his thing is it's like, he just doesn't stop. Right. He just like, oh, hey, wow, that folded thing, I got that to work. How about if I fold the clip too? Right. Oh, hey, I came up with this insane new lock where I machine in a couple dimensions. Now I have like a integral inset lock. Well, let's add that on too. It's like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking Voltrons his own knives, man.
So that
just puts them all together.
That was my backup pick for Birch because it's just like a mind blower.
It would just made me all pissed off at my own work, though.
Yeah. Maybe not a good thing.
Yeah, the hate yourself knife.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I did a backup pick for Sean. And this is one that I think is in that custom category, but he actually makes lots of them because I know Sean likes to cook. And I absolutely love my Takeda kitchen knife. So I picked out a Takeda Chinese cleaver for Sean because I figured
hell yeah,
those things are real deal when it comes to food prep, and they just are an absolute joy to use. So,
is that the guy that's always sharpening at the New York show?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Really cool stuff.
Clad steel, traditional handle, razor thin. Yeah, they're fantastic.
Shit, man, my backup was a Rossi kitchen knife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, my backup for Michael was Nick's folded integral.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
Isn't he supposed to make one of those for you, Michael?
He ain't supposed to, but I want to.
Back to the wish list thing.
Yeah. Wish in one hand. You know how that goes.
The other backup that I had for Tom was this. If you click on this photo bucket link, it's got the crummy photo bucket watermark on it. But that's a Winkler Damascus battle axe.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
I dig that. It looks like it's kind of small, which is cool too.
It is pretty small, I think, and it's like
close quarter.
Very close quarter, like naval special warfare close quarter. That's like one of their special axes that they do through a special program at Winkler. So
I still got to get a Winkler axe.
Yeah. I mentioned a little bit earlier about one of my picks almost for Tom, but I'm sending it through now because it's actually on eBay.
Oh, really?
Setting at $700. No bids though.
Oh, this is
but it's a cool Loveless
Dozier
style Bob Dozier.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool. That looks like real ivory, maybe.
Yeah, you can see it's got some minor.
Oh yeah.
Some minor crackage in that ivory.
Oh yeah.
So it's the real deal.
That thing's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have it's got liner up by the bolster. I was gonna say, is it pulled away from the bolster? But no, it's got liner material up there.
Bob used to he would take vulcanized fiber and he'd score it and they'd freeze it and then bend it and it'd make a angle there. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful piece.
If you want to get yourself something nice for for Christmas.
Right. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So piece of history there.
Yeah,
Man, is that for sale from a pawnbroker?
I don't know. What did it say? I didn't look that far.
The name of the seller is Pawn Max.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like a pawn shop chain kind of thing.
Damn.
Florence, Alabama.
Huh. You know they didn't pay anything for that.
No. That's a pretty knife, though.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have any backup picks, Tom? I know you said you had some.
So I didn't do backup picks for like actual gifts because I was pretty sure that it's crazy how close some of the stuff was. I was pretty sure I got stuff that nobody else was going to get, but it was pretty close. But I did I picked a few things that would be cool to throw into like stockings for you guys. So the same thing for all of you basically. And
just like Grandma did.
Yeah. So yeah, basically you just run down the stocking and throw these in, and I think you guys would like them. I mean, the first one is the Pentel Graph Gear 1000 0.5 millimeter pencils. Those things are great and they're pretty cheap.
They're awesome.
Great idea for you guys out in Radio Land.
Yep.
Another one is the Retro 51 Tornado. It's a pen, and it's one of my favorite pens. They're not super expensive, and they write great. They're really well made.
Great pick.
Then Sunshine Products. Are you familiar with them? They do the cash cans.
Is he still doing stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is he?
So I would recommend the cash cans and also the toothpick holders. I love their toothpick holder. I was actually gifted one from Matt Slinkard.
Oh, yeah?
And and the thing that is cool to put in those is the little 2.5-inch double pointed bamboo toothpicks from Pick on Us. They're bulk. You have to buy 10,000 of them.
What?
But it's only $20.
10,000 toothpicks?
That's $20.
Wow.
It's one of those things that's like they're the nicest toothpicks you'll ever use. And it's like it's kind of cool when you're with people that like nice things, and you pull out after a meal, you pull out your toothpick holder and offer them a toothpick, and they're like blown away by the quality of your toothpick. Kind of fun.
That's a baller move, Tom. I'm going to have to try that.
It works, dude. I had some people down the other day that one of my uncle and he's got a new girlfriend anyways. Went out to eat and I offered them around, and they're like, they were impressed. So yeah.
They were probably impressed just by the fact that you had toothpicks on your person, let alone that they were some bamboo.
Yeah. These are really nice
toothpicks.
So that's my extras that I added.
See, that's some kind of flex that Tom throws in the picture. He's like, "Oh, hey, would you like a toothpick?" And they're like, "Oh, no, I don't want to take your toothpicks." And he goes, "Oh, that's okay. I have 9,999 more."
Oh, I insist.
There you go.
That's fantastic. How much space does 10,000 toothpicks take up?
Well, honestly, I don't know because Matt Slinkard sent me a couple Ziploc bags of them, so I've got
So Slinkard's the guy with a closet full of toothpicks.
I don't think 10,000 would probably be that many, but
right. Oh, that's funny.
If you want to
high five, Matt.
If you want to be baller, there you go.
I'm doing that on my next business trip, Tom. I'm going to get some toothpicks, crazy toothpicks. Maybe I'll organize a group buy to split up 10,000 toothpicks.
It's $20, dude.
$20, dude.
Make it rain on the whole table.
Yeah,
that's right.
You can afford 10,000. Even after all the awesome stuff you bought me for Christmas, you can still afford.
That's right. Somehow.
10,000.
What's this link that you sent, Birch?
That was the belt axe. I didn't see those earlier. I was looking at his.
Oh yeah,
belt axe.
He's working on our group buy.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, right. Beaver Bill.
Those throwing axes are like $75, $65.
Have you guys gone to one of the axe throwing places?
Yeah. I
gotta do that.
I sponsor a lane.
For real?
Yeah. He's got a picture. We went there a while ago. There was like, did we get a picture of a group of us people standing under the birch tree sign?
That being said, I've only been there twice in a year.
I got to do that. It looks like a lot of fun.
It is. It's pretty fun.
It is a fun thing. what was equally fun was walking in and he's like, they're like, oh, hey, well, you want to throw axes? He's like, yeah, I'm sponsoring one of the lanes. They're like, oh, really? Huh. Well, it's $25 a person. He's like, no, really, that's me up there.
They're like, we don't care. Give us your money.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're still a business.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, guys. Well,
that was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It'll be interesting. Like I said, I think there's a couple listeners, a few listeners that can chime in and help us with some information and maybe some help with some names on a couple of these things. But hopefully you guys thought the pics were kind of fun and interesting. We'll post some links and photos and other stuff in the Facebook group after this comes out.
Yeah.
And let you guys check some of these things out because some of them are pretty sweet. And yeah, very thoughtful choices, fellas. Well done.
I think so.
That was fun.
Yeah, enjoyed the shit out of that.
So this will come out early part of December and kind of headed into the holidays. So we got a couple other cool things cooking, a couple neat things planned out that are coming up here on the show. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned. We're going to wrap up season 2 very shortly here. And then when we hit the new year, that's going to be the start of season 3. We started in November. No, I think our first December got published in December of 17, right? So we ran 2018 as season 1. We're on 2019 as season 2. And so we're going to start calling it season 3 once we hit 2020, which is a really weird thing to think about.
It's crazy.
It sounds like way out in the future, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, as always, big high five to our Patreon crew, all the folks that talk with us on Instagram, especially in our Facebook group. We get great interactions there. Very consistently, we have folks every day posting stuff and sharing it with us. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, definitely check it out. Mark of the Maker, you can easily find us, search Mark of the Maker on Facebook, and it should pop right up and send a request. We do ask people now when they request to join the group to tell us how they found us. We know that there are some friends of ours that are out there recommending the show because they support the idea of what we're trying to do about a little bit of history and a little bit of fun and a little bit of knowledge being shared, hopefully, with people. So we asked that question when folks join the group. How did you find us? And was it a referral or did you just organically come across us on iTunes? We've had a surprising number of people that just found us on iTunes and listened to the show and ended up finding their way to the group. So we definitely have folks that come to us from a whole bunch of different directions. And I think that's really fun. So
no kidding.
All right. Well, as always, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, all.
Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
To learn more about our makers, you can find Tom Crine on the web at crineknives.net, in his Facebook group, Crine Knives, or in his Instagram account at Crine Knives. For Michael Birch, check birchtreeblades.com, Facebook group Birch Tree Blade Works, or Michael's Instagram at birchtreeblades. For myself and the Raygun Bead Project, we're on the web at raygundivision.com. We have a Facebook group called Raygun Division, or my personal Instagram at msteiner. For those interested in photos, references from the show, or some discussion about the show itself, you can find us on the web at markofthemaker.com, in a Facebook group called Mark of the Maker, or on our Instagram at Mark of the Maker. Last but not least, the ultra cool and haunting background music we use for the show is a piece called Noir Guitar by Stevie's Amp Shack, found at the Free Music Archive and licensed under Creative Commons CC BY 4.0. Thanks for listening.